Hey folks, my name is Rojo, and welcome to the Swindle. This is a new series on the channel, and the Swindle is essentially, as it says, a steampunk cybercrime caper. More specifically, it's sort of a burglary roguelike. A little bit of stealth, a little bit of action, and overall it's pretty interesting. I've been playing a bit here. You can see the stats in the bottom left there, but they seem to be a little bit off, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to start up a new game now. We will lose our current progress, that's no problem. We'll get a little bit of story here. The game was developed by Size 5 Games, I believe also published by them. And it came out yesterday, July 28th, 2015. But as you can see, we are a burglar, and in 100 days, Scotland Yard will activate their breakthrough AI. And our job, essentially, so that we can continue our career as a burglar, is to shut that shit down. So, we've got 100 days. Let's begin. We start off in our nifty little airship here, and we get some credits right away. We get some skills over here that we can play with, but we'll worry about those later. Let's just get right into a heist. So, there are a few different areas that we can go to over the course of the playthrough, but we start in the slums. Nestled in the underbelly of old London town, where Big Ben's chimes strike hardest, lies a vast network of ramshackle housing known as the slums. Oligarchs of New Belgravia and the ruling elite have squeezed the proletariat well out of the capital's booming property market, and as such, desolate little shantytowns crop up wherever there's space. There's simple pickings here for a thief with low morals and lower expectations. No one's getting rich robbing the poor. This is true, actually. We won't get a ton of money here. But we gotta start somewhere. Alright, we are Henry Beresford. We have 0 successful heists. So as you can see, we've got these robots patrolling the area. We can open doors and whack them in the head and knock them out. Very effective. Ooh, that was a little bit close. We want to pick up as much money as we can here on these heists, while basically not getting caught. There's actually no way to get down there. And since this is, all these levels are procedurally generated, so it's entirely possible you find areas that you can't get to without some additional tools, at least. We'll get more tools as we go along and play, though, so we don't need to worry too much about it. You can bust through glass and take guys out that way and find new entrances and that kind of thing. Very useful. Take that guy out. We can't hack this yet because we don't have the hack skill. We need $100 before we can actually get the hack skill. So we may or may not get it on this first heist, but that's okay. We'll try. And once we can start hacking computers, things get a lot more interesting, I guess. Oh no, we're gonna be $4 short. We're so close. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, that's okay. You can also, you can climb on walls and slide down them and good stuff like that, and wall jump. That's a very important skill to master. The controls are a little bit janky from time to time, which can be a bit of a frustration probably for newer players, but once you get it down, it's not too bad. But we're going to get out of here. Take our 96 pounds. I'm going to call them dollars because that's just what I'm used to saying, but 99 days remain. Let's see if we can get out of here with our additional funds here that we require. Take this guy out and jump down here. We still can't hack that computer, but maybe we still want to knock this guy out. Let's not actually do that. Hang on. There we go. We don't want to get caught. Things get very interesting if you get caught very quickly. Wait for that guy to patrol backwards and take him out. Thank you. Just gonna slide down here and grab this money. Now, there's not really a ton of reason to go through all the effort to get this small change shit, since the big money comes from the computers, basically. But just for fun, we'll look around a little bit more. I think we've gotten pretty much everything we would want to get. Interesting thing to note is we actually outrange these initial enemies here with our melee attack, so we can hit them right at the edge of their rectangle of vision, which is important at times. It can be very useful to be able to hit them while they're facing you. But we'll get out of here. Okay, so we'll take a quick look at this screen here. There's a few things we want to take note of. On the left, we've got our cash stolen, 4%, not very much. Cash stolen includes what's available in the computers as well, and we didn't hack any computers, so. On the right, we have our bank, and of course on the left, again, we have our days remaining. Now, as far as successful heists go, you can see we have 0. That depends on how much cash we steal. I don't know what the benchmark is. We'll figure that out as we go along. And then the ghost bonus, I'm not 100% sure how the ghost bonus works yet. It has something to do with not tripping the alarm, as you would imagine, but I think the heist also has to be considered successful. Aptitude bonus is something we get from a skill, I believe, and XP bonus is the more successful heists we get, the bigger that multiplier gets, and then that gives us some additional money at the end of the heist. However, if our thief were to die, we'll get a new thief, but we will lose our XP bonus, as we're starting over from scratch. Alright, let's take a look at our abilities here real quick. We've got a few. Agility affects things like movement, as you can imagine, sneaking and jumping and all that kind of stuff. Abilities are things like hacking and melee and crashing through doors and windows. Tools, there's a variety of stuff here. Bombs, steam clouds for cover, remote detonators for mines, which we'll see later, that kind of thing. Goggles gives us some stuff on our HUD, basically, so we can see where computers are and that kind of thing. And miscellaneous has a bunch of different things, but most importantly, it's got something that gives us the ability to upgrade our security clearance, which gives us access to more areas where we can get better loot. For now, though, we're just going to grab the hack skill for $100 here, so we can actually do some hacking and rake in the big money. Oh yes, back to the slums we go. Let's see if we can actually get through here and get a little richer. Now, it's going to be a while before we can get the next ability that I like to get. I kind of like to get bombs next. You have some options on how you want to do things, but I find bombs to be quite useful. Double jump is also a pretty good choice. Let's hack this computer. So basically we just hold down the hack button and then we just push the direction it says while we're hacking. Pretty simple overall, but it can be a little tense when there's like cameras or guys walking back and forth. So this is a little bit of a tricky situation, actually. I think I'm going to go in through the other direction. Be a little bit easier maybe if we come in through here. And I'm going to wait for that guy down there to patrol back, and then we'll drop down and take him out. Here we are. So we'll get rid of that guy. We may try to get that guy later. I'm just going to wait for this guy to do his patrol. We'll take him out. Now we should be able to. There we go. See what I mean? We have a deceptive amount of range on our melee attack. Left. Okay. Now, I don't know if you need to take out all the enemies for a ghost bonus, so we'll see if that needs to be the case, because I'm not going to go for that other guy for that little bit of money and risk getting caught. Not that it matters too much, especially if we take him out last, but this is sort of for our own learning purposes, I guess you could say. And there's really no need to go down there for that little bit of money either, not really worth the risk, so let's GTFO. You can actually make these jumps right here. Barely. It's a little, like I said, the controls are a little bit janky, so it can be very difficult to pull off those wall grabs, I guess you could say, without the double jump. But, as you saw, you can barely make them, so let's get out of here. We got a good amount of money this time. And the heist was successful, but we didn't get the ghost bonus, so I think we have to have, this is just me kind of spitballing here, I think we have to have a successful heist, and I think we have to defeat all the enemies without being detected. Which is kind of a tall ask sometimes. Like, we have a new enemy right here, or 2 new enemies even, already. Those drones take 2 hits, and they have a little bit of like an electrical AoE attack, which can be quite nasty if they see you. It doesn't seem to affect you if you're if they're not aggressive, if you haven't been detected yet. But I haven't really experimented too much with it, so I don't know for sure as far as that one goes. I'm going to wait for this other cop to go by, and then I'm going to jump on these guys. You can see the one guy is quite a lot slower. Let's see if we... Ooh, careful. We may have to wait again on this guy. Here, I'm going to pop in here while we do things. You can hit multiple enemies at once with your club here, which is very useful. Now this guy's coming down. We're going to wait for him to turn, and there we go. All right, let's get some money. If you fail on the bad sectors, it's not so bad. You just got to kind of wait until you push the right button. But if you fail, oh man, that is a nasty little area down there. If you fail on the we'll see, like secure nodes, I think it is, bad shit will happen to you. You'll trip the alarm, or worse, you'll blow up if you're trying to like hack a mine. So it's very important to pay attention and try to get those right. Okay, there we go. We got that guy. I want to get this guy as well. I'm going to try going down to that other computer, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it or not. I'm going to try also, by the way, to just kind of keep these videos a little bit shorter. See if I can pull this off, actually. There we go. You can see we're barely outranged those guys. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep the videos fairly short. And then we'll see how that goes. Because each one of these runs is, you know, it gets longer as the game goes on. But they're pretty short overall. One thing that's interesting to note is later on we'll find enemies that they actually have microphones, and they'll hear us if we jump around a lot. But we can actually sneak, which is a useful skill to have for a burglar, as you can imagine. Oh, whoa, that was so close. Get out of here. There we go, we'll get that guy. Let's get this computer. And I think then we'll probably... We might be able to get this guy over here real quick. Okay, we got him. And then there was one more area topside. I'm just curious if we can pull off this ghost bonus here. Get those guys. Careful, because if you fall too far, you'll actually die. You only got 1 hit point, so you get hit by anything, that's it for you. Okay, you can actually knock guys through windows and stuff, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I think that's everything down here. So let's see if we get a ghost bonus this time. I may have missed someone, I'm not sure. We did get a ghost bonus, yeah. So I think that's what ghost bonus is. You have to, 1, have a successful heist, which means getting a certain amount of money. And 2, defeating all the enemies without being detected. That is kind of a tall ask. And then you can see our XP bonus is there. So we got a multiplier. I think if you add up the 750 plus the 1550 there. Actually, no, maybe not. No, I think that would be what, 2300, I think, and then multiply that times 1.2, or it'd be 2302, I guess. Multiply that times 1.2, and I guess maybe you get the 2612. I'd have to do the math on that. I can't do it in my head right now. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. We'll just return to our airship. But when we come back, we'll do some more heists and see what kind of upgrades we want to pick up and see if we can get a lot more money. So until next time, my name has been Rojo, and thanks for watching.